If you're after punchy sound without a steep price tag, you're in the right place. We're counting down the best speakers under $100 and what makes each one stand out. Today, I'm going to be going over the best speakers under $100 that you can get right now. All of the products mentioned are linked in the description, so check them out if you're interested in any of them. With that, let's begin. At number 5, we have the KASOHQEE Computer Speakers. These compact 2 desktop performers are designed to sit neatly on your monitor stand or under a cinema monitor, delivering everyday audio with clarity that belies their budget value. The two 2.5-inch drivers are mounted in a modest, sturdy enclosure that helps minimize vibration and stray resonance, which means you hear a cleaner midrange and a smoother treble without harsh edges. Because power comes from a USB connection, you can drop these onto a laptop or mini PC without hunting for wall adapters. And a secondary 3.5 input means you can switch from a computer to a phone or tablet with minimal fuss. The inclusion of Bluetooth adds wireless convenience that many students and freelancers love, allowing you to stream playlists or video calls while your hands stay free for typing or sketching. Frequency response is tuned to emphasize speech and detail in the upper bass, which makes voiceovers, podcasts, and dialogue feel present without sounding artificial or compressed. You also get a small, tactile volume dial and a discrete power LED that indicates when you're in full quiet mode or when you've cranked the volume too far and reached the system's compression threshold. In everyday use, the KASOHQEE computer speakers provide a balanced soundstage for a 2 setup, with enough stereo separation to help you locate sounds in space during gaming, movies, or collaborative work sessions. Build quality is solid for its class, with a compact footprint that won't crowd a crowded desk, and the overall tonal character pairs well with both neutral and lively listening material, which makes these a dependable first upgrade for new computer rigs or secondary office setups. Compared to the Edifier R1280T, which I have included as number 4 on this list, KASOHQEE offers a simpler setup and a smaller footprint that shines when desk space matters. At number 4, we have the Edifier R1280T. This classic 2-way bookshelf system has earned a reputation for its punchy bass, clean mids, and surprisingly versatile connectivity that still makes it a go-to choice for many desks. Each speaker houses a 4-inch bass driver paired with a 13 silk dome tweeter, all driven by a dual amp design that delivers a claimed 42 watts of total output. The front panel features simple, intuitive controls for bass and treble, which makes it easy to tailor the sound to your room without needing a separate equalizer. And the RCA inputs give you a straightforward connection to a PC, a home stereo, or a small Blu-ray player. Cabinet construction uses a wood grain veneer that's elegant yet practical, and the overall footprint is larger than most budget options. So you'll want to allocate some desk real estate if you want to maximize the low end and keep the high end airy. Edifier R1280T's sound is known for its warmth and musicality. The low end is surprisingly extendable for a bookshelf system. The mids remain clear during vocal passages, and the highs avoid harshness, even at higher volumes, which makes long listening sessions more comfortable. However, the system does not include Bluetooth, so wireless streaming requires a separate transmitter and a compatible digital or analog source, which can add to the setup cost if you want a truly wireless mobile workflow. Compared to the KASOHQEE computer speakers, which I have included as number 5 on this list, Edifier offers bigger sound and more refined imaging, but at the cost of size, slower setup, and the need to manage 2 lines of inputs instead of one versatile USB/Bluetooth arrangement. At number 3, we have the OROW S211. This USB-powered stereo pair is built for compact desktops, dorm rooms, or any corner where space is at a premium, yet you still want solid, listenable audio. The system relies on 2 small drivers in a sealed or near-sealed cabinet, focusing on delivering crisp upper midrange and clean highs with a convincing sense of stereo image, despite its modest footprint. Because power comes from the computer's USB port, you do not need an extra wall outlet, which keeps your workspace uncluttered. And there's a 3.5 auxiliary input, so you can share a phone playlist or a laptop video conference feed without needing to rearrange cables. The S211 emphasizes clarity over bone-crushing bass, which makes it especially good for voice-driven content, coding sessions with white noise turned up, or late-night streaming where you don't want a booming subwoofer to distract neighbors. The lack of a dedicated sub means the lower-end presence is more of a hint than a roar, but the tight alignment of drivers helps preserve timing and rhythm in music and games, preventing muddy sounds when multiple tracks collide. Durably built and surprisingly robust given its price class, the S211 also includes a small adjustable tilt stand to help you aim the sound toward your ears. Compared to the Edifier R1280T, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the OROW S211 is smaller and lighter, trades some tonal warmth for tighter, more immediate high-frequency response, and keeps the setup minimal for users who value desk real estate and straightforward At number 2, we have the Soulion R30. This is a modern, budget-friendly pair that blends practical features with a touch of personality for gamers and creators who want a little flair, alongside solid performance. System uses a compact 2 configuration with 2 full-range drivers nestled in a durable enclosure that resists microphonic feedback and stands up to long listening sessions. Multicolor LED ring around the driver adds ambient lighting to a late-night setup, which can be synchronized with media playback or kept on a steady glow during study sessions. Inputs include a 3.5 line-in and a dependable USB power supply, so you can connect to most laptops, desktops, or media players without hunting for a wall adapter. You'll find an easy volume knob on the front panel, along with a headphone jack for private listening, which makes the Soulion R30 convenient for focused work, late nights, or shared spaces. The lower end is present, but not overpowering, and you get a well-rounded mid-range that helps voices stay intelligible in video calls and podcasts, while the highs stay pleasantly open without becoming brittle. The overall tonality leans toward a friendly, conversational character that's perfect for education, entertainment, and everyday productivity. Compared to the OROW S211, which I have included as number 3 on this list, Soulion R30 delivers a taller sense of stage and more engaging lighting effects, though it might not squeeze out as much precise accuracy in a pure measurement sense, since it prioritizes a playful vibe over studio-grade neutrality. At number 1, we have the Cyber Acoustics CA-3610. This is a proven 2.1 system that brings full-range stereo with a dedicated subwoofer, delivering impactful bass and clear dialogue across a wide frequency range. A pair of satellites are driven by solid 2-inch drivers, while the sub handles the low end with a generous extension that still remains tight and controlled, so you don't get boominess that muddies the mix. Wired control and a compact remote give you quick access to volume, bass level, and on-off toggles, which is handy when you're producing content or gaming and don't want to reach for the computer desk. Inputs cover the essentials: 3.5 MAUX, USB power in some configurations, and even a line-in for easy connectivity to a TV or console. Build quality emphasizes durability, with a sturdy base to minimize vibration on a busy desk, and a grille design that protects the drivers while letting the sound pass through with minimal obstruction. Sound character here leans toward a balanced, beefy bottom end without clouding the mids, which makes it a strong choice for multimedia creators who need to hear both the words in a video and the bass line in the latest track. The system's dynamic range keeps its punch intact even at higher volumes, so you don't have to settle for quiet playback in your games or streams. Compared to the Soulion R30, which I have included as number 2 on this list, the CA-3610 delivers deeper, more substantial bass and a more complete soundstage, though that extra bass comes at the cost of a larger footprint and higher price.